Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Hala. I'm a PYP educator and have been teaching for 5 years. Yes, I'm back. I disappeared once again. I know in my previous video I talked about how excited I am to get back to my YouTube channel and post more videos, but sometimes life throws challenges and you find yourself shifting your plans and shifting your goals. You know, some people carry on and move forward, but obviously I'm not one of those people. So I needed time to adjust and I needed to figure things on my own. So now I'm back. Initially, I made videos about the first couple of days / weeks of school, but I never posted them. So I thought this time maybe I can take you on a tour in my classroom and show you some of the great resources or things that you can set up or ideas that you can set up in your classes at the beginning of the year or also at the middle of the year or at the end of the year and keep them there. But before we do that, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification buttons, and do not forget to like my videos. So as you can see here, this is the bulletin board outside my classroom. This is one of the first ice-breaking activities we did at the beginning of the year, where kids actually chose the best part of them, and I took a picture. I printed them out in black and white, and in a few sentences, they explained why they chose this part to be their best part. I was actually inspired by this amazing educator on Instagram, Head Over Heels for Teaching. You can check her page out. So welcome to our classroom. Actually, this might not be a very big classroom, as you can see, but I personally love it because it's filled with learners' work, and this reflects our philosophy. So first thing first, we're going to start with this conference call. I learned this conference call from one of my colleagues back in Lebanon, and I use it ever since. It's a great way for learners to know that there's a space where they can have a private conference with their teacher if they don't want other students to hear them or be part of it. So all they have to do is just choose one of the sticks, they have their names on it, and put it in this small bag, and I will check it out every day and just pick up the sticks and call the learners for a conference. We have the agreements that we did at the beginning of the year. So these agreements came as a result of a poem that we read. It's called The Nasty School. Such a funny poem that you can read with your kids at the beginning of the year. They came up with the agreement as a class on these sticky notes, and then we looked at it as a contract, so they signed their names on it just to feel that they're responsible and they're held accountable for their actions. All right, this looks very simple, but it is very useful. This is an example of an exit ticket that you can do at the beginning of the session, in the middle, or at the end of the day. Usually here it says what stuck with you today, so usually we do it at the end of the day, but you can do it whenever you want. You just ask the students what was stuck with you today, and they can reflect on their learning. You get to know a lot of information about these kids when they do this. And the paper is laminated. They can just remove the sticky note and put it and change the sticky notes every day. I am too serious in this video. I don't know why. It just seems very serious. Maybe the haircuts. I don't know. Now we have our learner profile attributes. Definitely, if you are an IB school, you would realize that this is a must in every classroom. And we started unpacking these learner profile attributes at the beginning of the year, like knowledgeable, caring, thinker. And every time we try to embed them with the unit or relate them to the unit of inquiry that we're working on. So it depends really. We haven't unpacked all of them, but we are doing that gradually throughout the year. Some people wonder why do we have all of these on the wall of the classroom? I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver. A lot of students need a lot of support. They need a lot of guidance through their work, and everything should be visible in the class. This is a very helpful way or tool for them to be able to refer back to something whenever they need it. So if I'm asking them to reflect on their learner profile and they don't have them right next to them or somewhere visible in the class, I have a lot of students who will forget them, who will not be able to relate to them. So this is a great way for them to go visit these walls and refresh their minds of everything that we've been doing. This is a very cute activity that we did at the beginning of the year. Cute is not the right word, but you get the point. They were just trying to build the community in the class, and they came up with how they want their classroom to look like. So we had really beautiful words to describe the environment of our classroom. Oh, actually, I think this is my favorite. We have Ender Wonder jobs. I'm gonna pause here and explain to you what Ender Wonder is, because at school all the teachers passed by and they were like, what does Ender Wonder mean? So just to let you know, Ender Wonder comes from the character Enderman from Minecraft. So the kids wanted their cohort to be named Enderman, but we hated the word man because we didn't see how it fits to our classroom. And I asked them, can we replace the word man? Okay, hate is a big word. We didn't hate it, but we preferred to use another word to describe our class. And I told them, what can we say other than man? And they came up with the word wonder. So hence our cohort's name is Ender Wonder. So of course in our class we have jobs, because we want learners to feel responsible and to feel that they really need to take care of their classroom. So we have the mentor, we have the, I don't know, like a classroom cleaner, we have the iPad collector, copybooks collector, and stuff like that. What you're seeing now is an example of solo taxonomy. This is a great tool for reflections. Learners use it to reflect on concepts they have been working on in class, and it's a great tool for two reasons. One, they're assessing themselves and they can understand where their areas of strengths are and their areas of stretches are. And also it's a great tool for the teacher because she gets to know where the learners are in this whole learning journey. Okay, wow, I think I have a lot of things in my class. The video is never ending. Anyways, this is the big words wall that we have in the class. So 4 years ago, I used to use word walls. I actually used it for 4 years. But now I'm using the big words wall instead. I don't really see a lot of difference between them. Maybe the other one was more organized. But I really think it's very important to have a space in the class where learners can have the big words or the big vocabulary that they're learning somewhere visible in the classroom. They can refer back to it whenever they're writing, or they can refer back to it whenever they want to use these words in their sentences. And now to the most important bulletin board in my class, reflections. So, you know, in my previous job, I once won an award for being the most reflective teacher in the staff, because I used to reflect on my teaching a lot. Like, I used to do that on a daily basis with my principal, and we used to enjoy doing that actually. So reflection is very, very important and precious to me. So that's why we have a wall to do that always on all the time in class. Actually, I'm going to share with you 2 questions that I used at the beginning of the year by the amazing Trevor Mackenzie. He has a great book that I'm currently reading right now. The 2 questions are, what does great learning mean to you? And what do you need from your teacher, from your peers, and from yourself to be ready for learning? I can tell you they struggled a lot to answer these questions, and this is very normal because they are getting into the habit of asking themselves, did I say habit? They are getting into the habit of asking themselves such questions, so it's not going to be easy for them to do that at the beginning of the year. This is another example of reflecting when they were solving word problems in math, and they used Mentimeter. It's a great online tool, very simple. All they have to do is go to menti.com, write the code down, and then they answer a couple of questions as reflections. Very easy, you can do that. Now, last thing I'm going to talk about is the Wonderwall. What is a Wonderwall? By the way, there are so many, like millions of ideas you can do, and you can find them on the internet or Pinterest or whatever, or even Twitter, of different wonder walls that teachers create in different classrooms. Now, our wonder wall is very simple. This is a wall where they actually write their questions down, everything they wonder about. Sometimes it's related to the unit, other time it's not. So that's basically it. Well, actually, I'm not really done. I want to share with you 2 important things, but I feel they need to be in a separate video. It's SMART goals. We've been working a lot on SMART goals. I want to share that with you, and they should be visible in the class, by the way, but I'm going to do that in a different video. And also the central ideas, the themes, the key concepts that we're doing in the class. Also, I'm going to do that in a different video. But for now, I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned 2 to 3 things at least, and I hope now you have more ideas about what resources you need to have in the classrooms. And if you want these resources, you can actually just send me an email or leave a comment in the section below, and I can send them to you. Thank you for watching.